This is our key part of the hoist, and you can see this is the SEW brand as the lithium gearbox, gear motor, and you can see the SEW is our standard. And if our crane user choose ABM, it is okay, and it is customized as the requirement. And you can see here it is the wire rope drum, the drums, and this is the hook, and we choose the hook is DIN standard. And this is the bearing, and this is the pulley, the hook pulley. And you can, this, it is just the process of assembly. And you can see this is also the SEW brand. We call the European hoist is with small size. The structure is compact. How we called is how we made the size is so small, because the gear motor is 3-in-1 type. And do you know which 3? The 3?
Motor brake reducer.
Yes. This is the motor, and this is the electric magnetic brake on the motor side. And it is inside of the motor. For this, it can have a good sealing, and the dust cannot go in, and it will have a very long service life. And this is brake, motor, and this is the gearbox. The inside the gearbox, there are very hardness treatment teeth, and it have a strong function. And this is the drum, and this is the drum. So this is the almost assembly, and this is the wheel. And the wheel material is GGG70. It have very hard. It's very hard, and it have a long life when traveling on the beam. Yes. And this is the wheel, and this is the gearbox. This is the gearbox, and this is the motor. And here it's just the drum, and the wire rope will come from here. So, and here it is our electric panel. And later we'll open it and go to see the details. And here, all are the small parts, but they are very important for the hoist parts. All of them are made by our own, and they are made by CNC machine. And these are the parts are all made by ourselves. And later, let's go in to the wire rope. The wire rope, we choose the brand of international standard. Here we can see the end of the wire rope. The wire rope end is special treatment. it's made by special treatment. You can see the end is very, very hard.
Yes.
And it can't lose. And we called it is steroid. When we make it steroid, the wire rope can't lose, and it will with very long service life, and to lift the material very safely. And you can see here, it is our testing platform. Our testing platform is just here. Each of the hoist, when it finished assembly, it will take here to do the testing and to make sure all of our hoists are okay to delivery. And you can see yes, the hoist, when the hoists are tested well, they will put here and to deliver to the crane users. You can see here, it is our hoist for double girder. And you can see this is our electric panel. And let's go to here. This is the trolley wheel, and this is the buffer. The buffer is made by special rubber. The rubber can make more adjustments when it can protect the trolley with very high anti-collision. And this
is motor and it is traveling.
Yes, this is a 3-in-1 cross traveling mechanism. And this is the other traveling mechanism. And let's go to see here. It is the lifting mechanism, motor, brake, and the gearbox. You can hear the cable. Our cable, the wiring is laid very very neatly, and then when it go to the user's site, the worker or the operator can have a good. It is very easy to do the maintenance or do the checking. Later, we'll go to the more details about the hoist. And this one is to show it's the simple trolley for double girder. And this you can see here. This is the fasten system. The fasten system is provide enough power for the trolley traveling. And this is the cable trolley. You can hear. This is the C channel. The C channel and is installed like this, and the cable trolley can move smoothly. And here you can see the electric panel for the hoist or the trolley. you can see the main parts we adopt Schneider brand and the variety driving. Frequency driving to provide stepless control speed. We also use the Schneider brand. And if our customers want to choose ABB, it is okay. Or Siemens. All of them are customized. So customized is also our outstanding feature of our crane. And you can see it is the finished one. And this is the lifting mechanism. And for more details of the hoist, we have protection system. This is the limit switch for lifting. And this limit switch have 4 steps: up, lower, and up stop, and down slower, then stop.
Yes, it is four limit switch.
Yes, it is the lifting limit switch for the hook. And the hook, because while traveling, the hook have very big speed. And when the hook is go directly to the hoist, it will have a very big stalk to the hoist. So we have a limit switch for the hoist. And here we can see it is for the electric panel. Many end user will worry if to their site how they do the wiring. So for this class, the wiring, we just made it in before the hoist is delivered. You can see this is the wiring is just prepared well with just a plug. So this is the electric panel. All the wiring are connected well with this plug. And if the hoist is transported to the end user, they have no need to connect the wiring. Just plug it, and this is okay. So no wiring in the hoist while the hoist is transferred to the end user. Also, the wiring or the cable are arranged very neatly, and they are very easy to do the maintenance or do the checking. So much about the hoist. And let's go to see clearly about the electric panel. Again, you can see Schneider is our standard, and this is the inverter to give stepless control for the traveling speed. And later, I will ask our engineer to give a show to operate our hoist, and it will give the details of anti-sway. If the hoist have no anti-sway function, the hook will lift the goods, the materials up and down, shake very much. And if we have the anti-sway function, the hook will move the material very safely, no shake. Let our engineer do it. And you can see it is with anti-sway. And you can the water in the bottle, it has no shake. And it is cross travel. You can see it very smooth and no shaking. And this is the lifting down, no shake at all. So if we have the anti-sway function, the hoist will lift the goods or the materials very smoothly and very safe. And this is the lifting up. And the anti-sway, if the crane with anti-sway function, there is no additional cost for the hoist. This is our very outstanding feature. So let's see the hoist. This is the single girder hoist. All the different the series of hoists in our Kino cranes, they are widely applied in different working conditions. And see here, the capacity. So the capacity,
yes,
with the max capacity,
is 13 to 9. And it is lifting height is max 16 meters.
Yes, the max lifting height we can make it 60 meters. And for the
working class is M6.
M5 or M6.
Yes, it is a double girder hoist. It is the max capacity is 18
yes,
tons.
Max capacity can reach to 80 tons.
Yes.
And the lifting height.
And it is lifting height max 19 meters, and it is working class M7.
To M3 to M7.
Yes.
And the hoists are widely used single girder crane and double girder crane, or the single girder gantry crane Jeep crane and some special such as for the I-beam, it is okay. And for the double girder hoist, it's widely used in double girder overhead crane and double girder gantry crane.
Yes.
So, our hoists are all customized according to the requirement of our crane user. And also the brand. The brand is also acceptable according to the requirement. For some crane users, they want to make it with their own brand. So this is the OEM. We all are also accept it. So our crane and our hoist have another two features. One is customized according to the requirement, and the other is the OEM brand. And we also consider all the details, whatever our crane user considers, such as the checking or the maintenance. You can see here is the packing details. We also consider the details while the hoists are delivered on the way to deliver to the end user. The hoist, they are not directly put in the box. They are with this plastic cloth. They are use the plastic cloth to protect the hoist while the hoist are loaded in the container. There may be ocean water. The ocean water the ocean water will do some damage to the hoist. This is protect the first one protection, and this is the wooden box. The wooden box is exporting standard for all our parts. So this is our European type hoist workshop. Next, let's go to see the end beam. And just if you any inquiry, and please leave message and to us. Our engineer will give a complete solution for you.
Yes, it is Kino Cranes is a big surprise. It is buy one get one free. Buy one crane, and we have get one wire rope free. One stop service custom motor productions. Big discount for you. And this you follow me. If you follow me, join us.
And you can follow here, become our VIP member of our website. Then you will get a surprise from us. And here, this workshop is the workshop for the end beam. Because of lots of orders come us, so we have improved our workshop by autumn cutting machine. That means our end beams are made by all the autumn production line. Let's go to see the details. You can see here the end beam are welded. The end beams are welded by the robot. So this one, and for welding outside. And this, it will put assembly the end beam. And this machine will do the welding inside the end beam. So this is if some welding is not well, so it can do the amendment. So this is the auto welding machine, because it's just we just improve it, so it we do adjustment, do the adjustment of the machine. Maybe 2 days later or 3 days later, it is well prepared, and you can see the end beam is well made from the beginning to the end. And here you can see the cranes of our factory. Most of the cranes will adopt the European type. European type crane has very compact structure, and it can cost large energy, and it can improve our working efficiency. When the end beam is finished welding, we will assemble the wheels. This is the wheels for the end beam, and for this wheel, they have very hard. They are past hardness treatment during the surface, and if the wheels have very past hardness treatment, it will make the end beam have working or traveling very smoothly. So this is the end beam. The end beam, they have very key parts of this is the bearing base. This is the wheels, and this is the end beam structure. Mostly we use rectangular tube of the end beams frame. And here you can see the plate. The plate we have bones, and here it will connect with our main beam. So when the end beam and the how we connect the main beam and the end beam, we just use bolts and nuts. We just use bolts and nuts. When the crane user installed the crane, they have no need to welding. Here you can see the bellows. You can see the bellows and the trunkling. The bellows and the trunkling are installed the end beam or the trolley to make the wiring or the cable very neatly. and it can also protect the wiring and the cable from the dust or other things. Now let me show the details of our end beam. You can see for the traditional type end beam, if the rails are not in level, the rails are up and down, so the end beam will travel on it up and down also.
Yes,
so
overload in one wheels is a traditional end beam, and but Kino Crane's end beam is overload is four wheels, four wheels, and
we made it 4 wheels, so it can avoid it travels up and down. It is not smooth at all.
yes, it
so
is not
we
smoothly.
do it customized. We use flexible undercarriage. The flexible undercarriage we use 4 wheels, and each set of end beam we use 3 parts, and this is just installed by bolts and nuts. It connects the 2 parts of end beam on one side. This is only on one side, and the 4 wheels will travel all touch. All of the wheels can travel, touching the rails, and it can smooth, and it will avoid the large noise.
Yes. And the Kino Crane's unfactable beam is a high accuracy and smoothly traveling.
Yes. So this is our big feature of the end beam. So how we say Kino cranes are customized, can produce customized cranes. We just like this. We will consider each tails to provide the crane to travel smoothly and no noise. Then let's go to our another lifting mechanism. We say for the 2 double girder overhead cranes or 2 girder gantry cranes, we use the open winch trolley system. And you can see here is our storage. All the cranes are finished assembly and almost do the checking. They are on the way to the loading port. You can see here. Here you can see the end beam. They have the bellows, and the bellows will provide the enough space for the wiring and the cable. And this is the steel plate to connect the main girder. Just by bolts and nuts, they can install the crane very well. And here it is the cross-traveling mechanism, 3-in-1 type also. Yes, buffer will installed here because during the transportation it is have very large size. So we consider the transportation cost. So now we just put the buffer into the electric panel box, and it is very easy for the end user to install the buffer. And here you can see there. Let me show you. Just now we say our end beam is made flexible, and this is just the collection beam. The collection beam, one side is this one, the end beam, this one, and connected with here, and this one is connected with here, and you can see the numbers here. This is 2, and there was another number. The number is 5. You can see here, and you can see here. There is 5. Yes, this is 5. And we made the numbers clearly on the parts and not on the parts. Then, even our engineer can't come to our end users' working site, they can install them very easily by our instruction, because all the parts are marked by numbers, and all the parts no need for the complete wiring, and no need welding. They just made the bolts and nuts for the parts, and they can connect them well. And here it is our storage for some parts. And this is our wheels. The wheels is used for the trolley traveling and the crane long traveling. And the wheels have here, this is the bearing. We choose the bearing standard for LYC in China with top quality brand. And we can also made it by SKF, NSK, or Timken, and some other brand in the international. And you can see here, it is our motor. Our motor, you can see James brand. It is yes, it is the lifting motor. Except besides the James brand, we can also use New Great Power brand in China. And all the motors have a very reliable function. And this is the reducer, Tailong brand. And this reducer is with the soft teeth. And this is the pulley for the hook. And we have one pennant. We have one pennant like this. You can see the pulley here. The pulley are not are not installed in level. They have slope. They have slope. Why we made it a little slope? Because when the wire rope is installed with the hook and the trolley, there is a little slope, and this pulley is just with the same float. Then the wire rope can have a longer service life. So we do it. It's just as our patent is after this design, our wire rope will have a very long service life, and the pulley will also have a very long service life. So let's go to the other parts. This is our bearing. You can see the LYC bearing. LYC bearing is with China top level quality. It is our standard. Of course, as just now I share, if we use some SKF, NSK, or some others, it is all acceptable. And this is the coupling. This is the coupling. And it can connect the reducer and the motor. And this you can see here. This is our overload limit switch. Our overload limit switch. So it is another protection device for the capacity. If the crane lifts the material that is much bigger than the related load, this overload limit switch will work and it will stop the crane. Then the crane will have longer service life. And this is the bellows. The bellows is will protect the wiring and the cables. And it is some installation tools. Well, the end user to purchase our crane, some installation tools will provided together with the cranes, and it will be easy for the end user to install our cranes. And this is some electric parts. Now you can see the parts are on the way to the loading parts. You can see here, it has EX marks. It means we can provide the general purpose cranes and the hoists. We can also provide the cranes in special area, just like the explosion proof area. This is the electric panel for the long traveling. And you can see the steel plate is the electric panel box is very strong, yes, and have very high IP protection. In the protection we can reach to IP65.
Yes.
And yes, this is the electric panel, and this is the buffer. This is the buffer.
This is a steel buffer.
Yes, the spring buffer. Yes, it is our spring buffer. For some, even for the remote control, for the remote control, we have a very special design for control the explosion-proof cranes. And here you can see the hook. You can see the hook. The hook is have rotating function. It has a rotating function.
Electric rotating function, and it is there in the beam. And
yes, you can see there the end beam and the main girder are connect like that. We have three types of collection design. You can see it clearly. This one,
three
yes, three types of connection.
Yes.
This is the top connection. Top connection, you can see it will have a very big space.
It is main beam and end beam up.
Yes, the main girder is just up on the end beam. And this is the middle connection. Middle connection, the end beam, the main girder, you can see there is a small slope. It just like this. And this is the with very smallest size. We use side connection. All of them are okay to design, because if the end user have enough space to install the crane, they can use this one. And if they very small, they can use this one. And they have very limited space, they can choose this one. Yes. All of the three have the same cost. We have no additional cost for the end user. So just feel free to give us the crane inquiry. We can do a very detailed revelation for the crane working condition. Our engineer will do very complete solution for you. So just feel free to give us crane inquiry, and yes. We are always here for you to provide a complete crane offer.
Yes. Okay. Next, Kino Cranes is a big surprise. It's a buy one get one free. It is buy crane get one wire rope
or other crane parts.
Yes, and it is a follow up, and it follow us created my VIP member.
Yes, you can follow our website and you can become our VIP member. Then you can get the update information of our cranes. If we have new design crane, you can get information very easily. Now let's go to see the details of our open winch trolley system. You can see this is the traditional design open winch trolley. And this is our transfer trolley. This transfer trolley is used to transport the coil the steel coil, and it is also the traditional type. You can see the motor is very big, as well as the drums. The drums is very big also, and it's the overall size is very big. You can see the capacity. The capacity is 32 ton.
Coco, do you know what is it?
Yes, this is the web frame.
Yes. Well,
The web frame will installed in under which part, and the function is
it is a coin
yes.
there, and the pulley.
So the web frame will put there,
Yes.
and it will protect the connection shaft, the connection shaft from the motor to the gearbox, and if
ensure pulley is clear.
yes, ensure the shaft is clear with this very big material can't put directly on the shaft. And you can see this one. This one is the European type. This European type have very compact structure with that one. Let's go to ask our engineer what's the capacity of this trolley. 能告诉我一下这个是多大吨位的吗？这个是多大吨位的？
这个吨位是个30个6米。
Oh, this is also 32 ton. So you can see this is 32 ton, and this is also 32 ton. The just difference is that is traditional one, and this is European one, and new design one.
这个是在侧起摸的后部。
And our engineer is checking the painting thickness. So not if you buy our cranes, we have very high system, high strict for the crane quality control. We can only after the hoist is the trolley is finished assembly, and they are tested very well. And our engineer will put the plastic clothes to the key parts. And our engineer will also check the painting thickness is if the painting thickness is enough. So now we can see the more details for the trolley. You can see here it is the lifting motor of the open winch trolley. With this brand is New Great Power. It's a reliable brand in China. And if our customers use other brands such as ABB or Siemens, it is also okay. And you can see here it is the brake. The brake will protect the motor. If the motor is over speed, it will just handle the shaft, and it will stop. And here, later, the buffer will installed here, and it will protect the trolley with anti-collision. And you can see here, it has bellows. Inside the bellows, they are wiring. The wiring is from the motor to the electric panel, and they are made with their bellow, and the bellow can protect the wiring very, very well without dust. And the bellow are also arranged through the trunkings. You can see here our Europe type. This is the base, and the trolley will installed here, and this is the bellows. Bellows just connect here, and this is the lifting limit switch. The limit switch has 4 steps function, just the way we explained in our hoist workshop. It has 4 steps.
It is a hook and a hearting type.
Yes. This is the electric panel. And you can see here the remote receiver. The remote receiver is well installed on the electric panel. Then, when they are delivered to our end user, they just put this electric panel on the long traveling on the beam around there. And this is the alarm. This is the alarm system. When the crane have something happen, and this alarm will work. And here, let's go to see the traditional type. This is the traditional type. You can see here the capacity is
10.
Yes, the capacity is 10. You can see this is 10, and that one is also 10 too. So even with the same capacity, they have a very large difference in the size. And
Big.
yes, the function is also different. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, let's go to see. You can see the gearbox. The gearbox here. The gearbox is very large, and it's just here, and the motor is there, and this is the drum. So you can see here, just for the cross traveling mechanism. This is the reducer, and this is the motor, and this is the brake. You can see they have a very long distance. They have a very long distance between each part, and the size also becomes large. For some special steel mill crane, such as ladle crane, we usually adopts the traditional type because the traditional type have much limit to the dust proof, because the workshop of ladle lifting area, the dust, they have much dust, and the noise also some damage to the crane. So the crane we usually use a very large size, just as this type. This type is the ladle crane trolley. And do you know?
Yes,
do you know the capacity?
It is a two limit motor.
And do you know the capacity? The capacity.
100 ton.
Yes, almost. The capacity is 160 ton. 160 ton. Because it is the trolley for ladle crane. We have much safety system. Just for the lifting mechanism, we use double. Even one can workshop, and the other one will go to replace this lifting function. You can see here. This is one set of lifting mechanism, and that one is the other set. Just one trolley, we have two lifting mechanisms to protect the ladle can be lifted very safely. Okay, let's go to see some differences. I will show you the differences of traditional type and European type one by one. Now, these trolleys come into your eyes are traditional type. And this one, it is European type. They have very compact structure. Now, let's go to see the details of the traditional trolley and the European trolley. This, what's the capacity? Do you remember? The capacity of the crane. Yes, 60. Yes, this is 16 capacity, 16 ton, right? And this is 20 ton. This is 20 ton, and the structure is very compact. Let's go to see here from here. Now you can see this is the motor. This is the lifting motor. And this is the brake. And this is the reducer. And you can see the reducer here, it is rectangle. The reducer is rectangle, and that one, it is like that shape. And inside this reducer, it has very hardness teeth. The hardness teeth will make the lifting very smoothly, and it is very hard. It can it can provide a very long service life, and it has no noise at all. And this is the trunk, the trunking. The trunking can provide this space for the cable to go through. And this is the cable, and this is the electric panel. And you can see here, it is the cross-traveling mechanism. The cross-traveling is where 3-in-1 is integrated. This is the brake, and this is the motor, and this is the reducer, the gearbox. And you can see here, this is the bellows. Inside the bellows, they are wiring. The wiring go from the motor to the gearbox, to the electric panel.
It is a grid limiter switch.
Yes, gravity.
Yes,
That is the gravity.
It is about the hook hitting the top, and it is down hook. It is a hook protective cover.
Yes. Yes, the gravity limiter switch will protect the hook because while operating the crane, the hook very large, lifting speed. When it just go directly to the trolley, it will have very strong force to the trolley, and it will maybe damage the trolley. And with this gravity limit switch, it will just stop the hook to go directly to the trolley. And this one, it is the cross-traveling limit switch.
Yes.
We use it with Schneider brand. And this is also the limit switch for cross-traveling. And when the trolley travels to other objects, when it go near to the other objects, and this will work. First, it has 2 steps. First, slow down, and then it will stop. So, and this is the lifting limit switch.
Yes.
It is the second protection system for the hook travel. You can see this trolley. This trolley capacity is 20 ton, and this one it is the you can see the gearbox. The gearbox is much. This green gearbox is much with much size with that blue one. Even the capacity is smaller than this one. It is 16 ton. It's 16 ton. Inside this reducer, the teeth is soft, and maybe it will travel not so smoothly.
It is a brake.
Yes, this is the brake, and this is the motor. And between motor and the brake, there is the shaft. The shaft, you can see here, when something gone to the shaft, it can work so well. So we made this cover. This cover will it will protect the shaft from other large material. And this is also a cover to protect the coupling from the reducer to the motor. And you can see have a detailed look at this system is for the cross traveling for the open winch trolley. This is 16-ton capacity, and this one is 20-ton. It's also the same function. It's the cross traveling, and the size is much smaller.
Yes.
So it's just compare the size of the two types. We can see clearly about the features. So the whatever which type of open winch trolley, we can achieve the capacity, max capacity. We can reach 510, and the lifting height.
Yes, it is a lifting height makes 116.
Yes,
And
the max lifting height can reach 160 tons.
yes, and it is working class is M3 to M8.
Yes, the working class can from M3 to M8.
Yes.
All of these design are made according to our and the user's requirement. And this is our scope, our design scope, and this is our detailed differences, our different details for the same 110. And this is which type? This is European type,
Yes.
right? This is European type, and
This is a traditional type.
Yes, this is a traditional type. Just look the size, as we just show in our workshop. You can see the traditional one with very big size, and the European size very small size,
Yes.
and the structure is compact.
Yes, structure is a
Yes,
type.
you just look at the hook. The hook has a small size, and this is the hook is very big size, and the hook from this with the same capacity, the hook have very large lifting height.
1 meters.
Yes, 1 meter differences. And you can see the size is very small. Then the dead weight is also small. So there is no need to provide a very strong steel structure for the workshop.
Yes.
And for the traditional one, it have very strong.
Yes, it is a data height 5 meters.
Yes, and this one is just 2.3.
Yes.
From this dead height, the workshop can lower 2 meters. So from this, we can save much cost for our crane user. So if you want a crane and the workshop is not installed well, so just please share the information with us. We can choose a very suitable crane solution for you, and it will save much more of the whatever the crane or whatever the workshop. So this is our European type crane. Has a structure. The structure has compact, and with the same workshop, the lifting area will become larger, and the hook can go very near to the wall. Yes. So after comparing so much, you can see European type crane has much differences and has much advantages feature for you. Not only for this size, the European type crane will travel very smoothly, and it has very low noise, and then it can also save energy. So if you operate the crane, you don't use so much power. So this is the details we consider for our crane. Now it's our show for orange.
Yes. Okay. Next it is a bigger surprise. It is buy one get one free. Buy one crane and get one rope. Get one rope free, and it is follow. It is follow us and enjoy us because all content all VIP members.
Okay, let's go to see here. This is our storage area. All of the open winch trolley are on the way to the loading port. Because of the year end, our workshop is very busy. So each day there will be many trucks to transport our crane to the port, to the crane users' site. You can see this is the gantry crane, single girder gantry crane. And this gantry crane can use very widely, and it has no need for the workshop. Just operated in open yard. Let's go to see the main girder assembly workshop. This is the raw material. The tube or the pipe or some steel plate. As it is known that our crane is with strict high quality control. We just control our quality from the beginning. That means when we purchase the steel plate, the steel coil, we also choose very reliable brand, such as China Steel Great Factory, N Steel, and Bao Steel. And there, the steel plate are passing the slug blasting. And this is the coil, the steel coil. before they come here, they will pass strict checking to check the steel plate thickness if it is enough. When the coil is past testing, and it will go to this machine. This machine will unfold the coiling into flat. This machine is an unfolding machine. It will make the coil into flat. And that one, the machine will cut the steel plate. As just you see, the steel plate is cut from the two sides together, and the two sides are cutted all at the same time. And for this, the steel plate will have very small deformation. And that period is also the machine for the steel plate cutting. All the machine we use the plasfarmer cutting machine. They are all cutted by machine, not the workers.
Okay, next it is a main beam, main girder. It is a main girder. It is a double fair frame CNC welding, and it is head accuracy. Head accuracy ensures smoothly traveling trolley running, and it is ensure current.
Yes,
level.
ensure the crane the welding line is very smooth, and the trolley will travel very smoothly and with no noise.
Service life.
Yes, service life. This is the Weber plate, and this is the Weber plate. This is the upper plate, steel plate, and this is the down steel plate. You can see here. This is the Weber plate. The Weber plate is made by one piece. It is just one piece, and the Weber plate is cut by our automatic made machine. And the welding line will be in level, and this is the rib, and this is the rib. The rib is welded on the website, the Weber plate. It can avoid the Weber plate welding very smoothly. And it can also avoid the welding leg. And you can see here, This is the rib. This is the rib, and this is the
Weber plate.
要继续说吗？这不是说这不是真的吗？啊，行啊，说吧。对不起，这。
It is a rubber plate and a cornet rubber plate. It is smoothly traveling.
这刚才不是说过了吗？可以，你可以再说一遍。Now let's go to the almost finished main girder. Now you can see the main girder. And this is the Weber plate. This is the other Weber plate, and this is the up steel plate. And this main girder will be assembled like from that machine. 我们去看一下。Let's go move to that area. You can see here, this is the main girder fabrication platform. The platform can make the main girder, will preset the deflection of a main girder, and it will avoid the deformation while the main girder is welding. Then it will make sure the main girder has the accurate deflection. And you can see the main girder, two sides will be welded by that large machine. The welding will be made at the same time from the two sides. This you will make sure the accuracy and with less deformation, and it will make sure the main girder has the accurate deflection.
And it is make sure Weber plate with clarity and the strainers.
Yes. This is the main girder welding machine. So let's go to see here. You can see in our workshop that the machines are also, most of the machines are automatic made. It will save a lot manpower. And every main girder, before after they assembled, they will be pre-assembled on a platform to make sure in the installation to the screen users are good. And you can see here. You can see here the main girder. The main girder will just pre-assembled in our workshop. It makes sure it makes sure no it's 1% correct installation. And please go to that one. So each screen before they deliver it to our Korean users, they will be pre-assembled in our workshop. We will make all the installation of the bolts and nuts have no wrong, or we make sure the 1% correction. So much about our main girder fabrication workshop. For the cranes, recently some sea freight is also a very important cost for while the users purchase crane. We can also do the crane parts except the main girder. That means crane users can make the main girder at their working site, or they can make the main girder at their local. So for the hoisting trolley, we just provide the hoisting trolley and the electric panel for long traveling, and the end beam like this one, the end beam, and the long travel gear motor, the trolley power supply system. We just provide the 5 key parts for the crane users, and these parts can be packed with very small size, and it can protect very well to the users. While for the main girder, we can provide the detailed drawing of the production, so they can made with no they can correctly to make the main girder. So much for listening, and it's our time for our activity.
Yes, Kino Cranes is a professional crane supplier. We focus on hostel and crane. Today, Kino Cranes is a big discount. Yet it is a buy one get one free. And it is follow us, and it is become all VIP members.
Yes, if you become our VIP members, you can get our updated information easily. When we have new design cranes or new design hoists, you can get it very easy. And for some activity, you can have you will get a surprise. So much for listening, and just feel free to share with us if any crane inquiry. So have a good day. Thanks for listening.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.